Once upon a time, in a little village at the edge of a vast desert, there lived a curious girl named Lila. Lila had a habit of climbing onto her roof every night to stare at the stars. One evening, she noticed something strange. A bright star that always sparkled in the northern sky was gone.
Footsteps in the sand, memories in my hand.
Lila and the fox traveled deep into the desert. The sand sparkled under the sun as if tiny stars had been scattered everywhere. Along the way, they encountered strange sights: a cactus that hummed a soft tune, a river of glowing water, and a flock of birds that spoke in riddles. When they stopped to rest, the fox explained, the star was stolen by the Sand King. He keeps it locked in his palace, hidden beneath the tallest dune. How will we get it back? Lila asked. We'll need courage, cleverness, and a bit of magic, the fox said with a wink. After days of travel, they reached the tallest dune, where a golden palace shimmered in the heat. Guards made of sand stood at the gates, but the fox whispered a spell, and the wind scattered them into harmless piles. Inside, the palace was filled with glittering treasures. Lila only cared about finding the star. At last, they reached the throne room, where the Sand King sat on a massive golden chair. The star, glowing faintly, was trapped inside a crystal jar beside him. The Sand King saw Lila and the fox and roared, "Who dares to enter my palace?" Lila stepped forward. "I've come to trade for the star," she said boldly. The Sand King laughed. "What could you possibly offer that is more valuable than a star?" Lila thought quickly. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a small mirror. "This mirror can show you the most beautiful thing in the world," she said. The Sand King, curious, leaned over to look. The mirror reflected his face, but as he stared, Lila and the fox used the distraction to grab the jar and run. The Sand King realized the trick and roared in anger. He sent a wave of sand after them, but the fox summoned a gust of wind to blow it away. The chase continued across the desert, with the Sand King's magic trying to stop them at every turn. Finally, they reached the edge of the desert, where the fox stopped and shouted, "The Sand King's power ends here." With a final leap, they escaped into the safety of the village. That night, Lila climbed to the highest hill with the jar. She opened it carefully, and the star floated out, brighter than ever. It rose into the sky, taking its place among its sparkling siblings. The village cheered as the star lit up the night, more radiant than before. The fox smiled at Lila. "You've done well, brave one," he said. "The stars will always remember you." From that day on, Lila became the village's hero. Whenever someone saw the bright star twinkling in the northern sky, they would tell the tale of Lila and the fox who saved it. The end.